the YouTube before I start.
Sounds good. I'm all caught up on my podcast. Look at that. There's 2.
Wow.
That is.
I'm way behind on a lot of stuff.
The only 2.
Wow. Yeah, I'm behind on so much. Okay.
It's funny. It's the longest show ever and the shortest show ever. Game Enthuse and OMG Hour.
All right, looks like we're live. So let's do it. I should probably turn this chair around, but you know what? Screw it. I'm cool. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Scarfinger, and this is Scarcasm.
Woohoo! It's Scarcasm.
It is. We took a little bit of a break for like 2 reasons. One, we took a week off for the Labor Day week because we had did 2 shows the previous week. So we figured, like, let everybody enjoy their Labor Day, and we'll get back to it. And then right when the Friday before we were supposed to record again, my brother passed away, and my life has been absolutely bonkers since then. And then trying to make sure that everybody is straight and everything, and then my girlfriend had surgery today, so I've been dealing with that. So like, it's just been a lot of stuff going on. Trying to make sure that I got stuff straight with work so I can be off for the things that I need to get, like being off today for her surgery, being off the days that I need for the things that I needed to do for my brother, and making sure that my mom and them straight, like all of that stuff. It's just been crazy. So like, it's been hard to try to get some sort of like recording in the middle of that. Like, I basically canceled on 2 dream teams in order to just get through it at this point. But there is things that I have there is media that I have consumed, and I've actually played 2 new games. 2.
Sweet.
And
maybe one of them is one that I've been playing too, but we haven't been playing together.
Which one is that?
Gears 5?
I downloaded Gears. I have not played it yet. It's been downloaded. I just haven't had the time. But like, I haven't had the time to actually sit down and just play.
Right.
So, but it is downloaded. Everything.
I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I'm going to speak for everybody. That I'm pretty sure everybody that listens that is associated with the podcast in any way understands, man. So we're good.
I mean, but let's be honest. It wasn't like I was playing a whole bunch of stuff before all this.
Yeah.
So like, it's not even. So this isn't unusual for us, So it's just a thing that got to deal with, and like we'll just keep it moving. Like, my brother's funeral is Friday, and like all of that will be done on Friday. So like, hopefully I can finally get back to some sense of normal. I know my girlfriend's gonna be out of work for a little while, so like it'll be like just balancing that part of it. But like, since it's brand new today, so like that's a thing to deal with for now. But like, I'm pretty sure by the time next week comes around, she'll be able to get around a whole lot better and all of that kind of stuff. So I'll be able to take a few minutes and record a show and all that other stuff, and everything should be fine.
Cool, man.
But and be able to sit down and actually play some games, because tis the season, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'tis the season, and there's things to do. Finally, because it seemed like for a long time there wasn't really a whole lot going on in the gaming sphere. But yeah, we got it. You know what's weird?
What's that?
I have the stream going on in the background, right?
Yeah.
And I just noticed I don't think I've ever paid too much attention to us before. Typically I pause it and just look and see if the chat starts moving.
Yeah.
But it's running and I realized that our screens are flipped.
Yeah.
That's weird because usually it's paused and I'm just like waiting for that one thing. But yeah,
Oh, on
that's
Zoom, our screen. I'm normally on the other side.
no, like it's flipped around. Like I can see us in Zoom,
Yeah.
and the screen is flipped around. Like for our both of our screens are reversed in the actual stream, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's just weird. Like it's not anything like worth whatever. All right, so we did August,
Yeah, we did.
and August was a blast again. Like it's I mean it always is a blast, but August was a blast.
Yeah, I really enjoy having guests on. It's just a lot of work to get everybody together, and when days that they can do it. But we always have so much fun when we do it, so it's almost kind of worth the work.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Absolutely. I think so. And then doing an extra show was kind of dope.
yeah,
Um and like just make sure we squeeze everybody in. Like there's a few people that wanted to be a part of August that didn't really get to be on, so like we have to figure out how to get them into we had to put them into the rotation, I guess. But the original plan was to start getting people in like as soon as August was over, start bring Sam back in and start to get some of the people who wanted to be on in here. But like things happened and then everything just kind of got messed up, so there's a list of at least like 4 people.
that's like a whole month's worth of people.
Yeah, like three or four people to try to get in, and then more than likely the shows are going, the live shows, which like is not
What's the
really.
word that kind of means guest, or someone that may be coming onto the show that rhymes with February?
Well, is February like the opposite? Like because I remember I said that like we should do like every 6 months to do something like that. Well, February would be is the show's anniversary. The show's anniversary is at the February the 17th.
So you
So
think
like
we should do a kind of a anniversary party, the all month anniversary party? Call it the anniversary parties.
we can work on that. I'm more of a fan of alliteration. It just so happens that
February.
it just all just kind of worked out for August. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like that just kind of worked out. So like it's not a situation where I didn't want to change that and make it more illiterate.
yeah,
Or how is no that making something illiterate, that's not the right word. To add more alliteration to the title.
yeah.
Yeah. So man, all right. So I basically said what I've been really up to for the past couple weeks. Like it's been boring at work, so I've been getting some stuff watched at work, um, because everything just kind of slowed down before we thought it was going to slow down. So like work has been like very kind of weird, and I spend most of my time watching TV. Uh, these days. So like there's things that I've watched that I can talk about, but I'm probably going to end up going back to like playing some things on my Switch, which there's a game well, there's two games that I kind of want for the Switch so that I can play them at work.
Fire Emblem?
But fuck no. Um, I kind of want the Ultimate Alliance because that's only on the Switch. And then I kind of want to play 2K, but like I don't really want to buy 2K because I don't want to feel like I'm forced to buy VC. But like it is the perfect game for me to play like my career stuff in that setting. You know what I mean? But like I don't know if I want it on the Switch is my problem. I don't really want it in general, but Live got delayed and Live isn't on the Switch anyway. So I don't really know what to do there. Live has some weird shit. Did we talk about this on the show already?
Then we talked about it getting delayed.
Well, yeah, but they did an update where they did all of the roster moves, but they didn't put the rookies in.
Oh yeah, we did talk about this.
Okay. I was just making sure that we talked about it here because I know I've talked about it before. I just can't remember where. Everything is kind of a blur to your boy now. But like that's pretty much what's going on. Like the situation with my brother, my girlfriend's surgery, and work is really slow right now. Which I dodged a bullet. I dodged a hell of a bullet, bruh. Mondays are always the worst. But because her surgery was today, I got to miss Monday, which was fucking fantastic.
I thought you were about to say like, you asked me like what celebrity that would marry that wasn't her or something, and you like answered it with class.
No,
bullets.
I would. Well, see, here's the thing. I know not to answer that question. I know very much not to answer that question because if you actually answer that question, then every time you see that celebrity, they're like, you know what I mean? Like they're like, Look at you looking at. I'm just gonna throw a random name out. Look at you looking at Angelina Jolie like that. I know what you're thinking, like that type of thing. That's not necessarily the person that I would pick in a situation like that, but yeah, that's kind of how that's kind of how that something like that would go. So do you have a hall pass set up?
A hall pass? No. I mean, we talked about some things. I mean, I really don't go into that deep about, and I don't really think about celebrities that way. I mean, there's people I think are cute, but
that's how that's kind of how I feel too. Like it's like very much like celebrities are just people. They just happen to have a skill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think of them as anything other than just people, I guess you would say. Oh, and my birthday's Wednesday. I couldn't take my birthday off. Like my birthday is typically my personal holiday, but because of all of the stuff that I had to do around my birthday this year, like I couldn't take my birthday off, so I have to work on Wednesday, and it's gonna suck because I hate being at work on my birthday. Can't fucking stand it. That's my personal holiday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be officially old. I'll turn 40 on Wednesday.
Word, man.
Oh yeah, and because of my birthday, I bought this.
Sick.
This is for the listeners. I bought a new mod. It is the Voopoo Drag 2.
It looks all like fluid painting.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of the companies are doing a lot of the resin panels. I was originally going to get an iJoy Shogun because the iJoy Shogun has the resin panels on both sides. This on the other side, it just says drag. So like it's not really okay. So here's the thing that I just figured out.
Don't take that to a drag show and be puffing on it. You just
please. I don't want to put no actual drags in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? but But I just realized that it's Zoom that's backwards because when I held this up to read the word drag, that's backwards.
Yeah,
But in the actual stream, you can actually read the word drag. So
yeah,
like it's Zoom that's backwards. It's not the know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I bought this only because I went to go find some coils for my fire Luke tank.
Uh,
Oh, this is vape stuff. Like I know it's vape stuff. Um, and like if everybody's worried about vaping and stuff now, and it's fucking stupid. And I wish that the world wasn't the way that it was, where misinformation can spread and lead people to make stupid decisions
yeah.
for stupid reasons.
They, where nobody know, they just see four people dead vaping, and have don't know that the four people dead vaping has nothing to do with actual vaping, actual vape.
Yeah,
It all
yeah.
has to do with batteries.
No, actually, the people that died, and the people who are getting messed up and getting sick and stuff like that, they're not using regular e-liquid. That like regular regulated e-liquid that's bought in the store. A
Uh-huh.
lot of them are buying this basically black market THC juice, and the THC juice is cut with some sort of vitamin E acetone or something like that,
Yeah,
and that is coating their lungs. So they're trying to, like, you know what I mean, like, and it's young people buying like these like fake jewel pods and stuff
and
like that.
I
But
I do that. Like if it's something, I did it for the first time I started the whole thing. That vape liquid is not oil. You don't want to put oil, like any sort of oil, in your vape. It's not. You don't want to vape oil at all, no matter what it is. Even if it's fucking something natural, you don't want to vape oil.
Right, because it's gonna coat your lungs,
Yeah,
and that's a bad thing. So like basically most of the people who are getting really messed up by this, it's because it's I mean, someone basically couched it like this. Um Anytime there's a prohibition on something, the black market is always gonna try to correct that problem. And this is basically because of the prohibition on marijuana and THC.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like people can buy CBD stuff, and they can vape CBD stuff, but like the fact that there's a prohibition on marijuana means like these young people are going to try to get it the way that they can, and the way that they can right now is in this form, because everywhere that this has happened, it's all in places where marijuana is not legal. Now, if you made marijuana legal and someone can just walk into a store, like because I have a friend who lives in Washington State, and you know, not Jay actually just smokes weed, but like I have a friend who lives in Washington State, and he can just go buy the actual THC vape juice that somebody made in a lab that was controlled, and like they understand what the fuck they're doing.
yeah,
But like the fact that people can't do that means that they have to find another way to try to get high. And like we know this about our society, people want to get high. And so they basically it's a vaping version of street drugs.
yeah,
And because of that, like we put ourselves in a position to where it's like we say we want to protect children from vaping, but like, are you protecting children from drugs? Like, this is drugs is what you're trying to protect them from, and the best way to protect them is to legalize it, regulate it, and make sure that like it make it harder for them to get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Because
but
if the only place to get freaking Jim Bean is the ABC store,
right.
so you're not gonna find people just on the corner selling Jim Bean unless they're. I mean, you can,
Yeah.
but they're going to have to buy it at full price at the ABC store, and you're buying it more expensive. So why don't you just go to the ABC store? You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, it's all weird, but like the fact that like the politicians are like jumping on this, and it sucks because like
But you would the ones that are jumping on it, like,
they don't
why?
know anything. They don't know anything about this. I had somebody lecture me today. I had somebody lecture me
But it
today.
seems like the right are being so anti-capitalist. Like the whole thing is like
No, it's
you're
not. It's not anti-capitalist. Is not anti-capitalist. What it really is the tobacco lobby is really really large,
yeah,
and they
but
pay
they're using
very, but they
that's
pay
the
very well.
that's the difference in the corporate the corporation corporatism and like capitalism. You know what I mean? Because these guys are the tobacco guys are using the government to shut down because all the vape companies are small companies unless they're like Juul or something,
Yeah,
in which actual vapors don't fucking buy Juul.
we don't buy Jewel. We don't buy Jewel, and like we look down on Jewel because they market to kids. And like their marketing strategy was to get to hook young people, and then the age changed. Like it changed in July, where the smoking age went from 18 to 21. And like, you know what I mean, like all this shit just happened like a couple months ago. um and even like some people, like a lot of the vape community, they don't fuck with Vupu. They don't fuck with Vupu at all. Vupu is the company that made the thing that I just bought. They don't fuck with Vupu at all because Vupu had some weird strategies for marketing. A little while ago, what they did was they hired a guy to a popular YouTuber to market their product, or one of their products. He himself was not a vapor. His brother was, and his brother does videos with him. But here's the thing: his main thing is prank videos, and you know, kids love that shit. And
Yeah.
like they said, like 80% of his viewers were children, and then like Vupu gave him a device to market for them. It was like, well, you're basically marketing to children by hiring this guy to do it. And it was just, and a lot of the YouTubers that do vaping stuff, they were just like, I can't fuck with Vupu right now because like we are trying to fight against this thing where they're trying to make it seem like vaping is for children. And fucking like it's gonna cause us more problems to keep fucking with Vupu at this point. If they keep doing what they're doing, and trying to figure out how to get in with children, it's just going to cause us more problems. So a lot of them stop reviewing Vupu products. The only reason why I ended up with this product is because I went to the store to buy some coils for my Fire Luke, and they didn't have any, and they said that the tank, the coils for the Vupu were compatible. And so I was like, well, if the coils are compatible, then I can get one of these, and I'll just use I'll just use the coils when I actually get some. I can get the Fire Loop coils and put them in here because the coils that go in the Vupu coils are trash. I mean, utter trash. They last me about 3 or 4 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's real bad. Um, but yeah, I mean it's all over the place, and like their their solution is a flavor ban. Like they, you know, like let's ban all of the fruit flavors and stuff like that, because I know like a lot of like Juul had to take a lot of their stuff away, like a lot of their flavors away.
But I
When
don't understand this because like
they don't
peach
understand, they don't understand.
peach schnapps taste like candy. It's alcohol.
Yep. Someone said like my coworker who is an older man, and he was talking about like, you know, his favorite is like peach cobbler and like and stuff like that, and he really got into uh um uh
Damn, peach cobbler sounds good. I haven't had a peach cobbler. Where'd you get
bruh,
that from?
bro. I need to put you on the E-Juice Connect.
Yeah, you do, man. I'm getting a
But
load myself, so next one. Okay.
yeah, I do E-Juice Connect because I can get like 100 ml bottles for like $10, and then I use honey, so sometimes I can
And this
get.
is fine for the podcast because this is less about vaping, even though it is about vaping, but it's more about industry and kind of like what we normally talk about.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's like
it's like the solution is always the solution is going to make the problem worse.
but
The
it's not
problem,
about the kids and all that. Here's
yes,
the thing: is like companies, politicians, and people that are into politics, they love capitalism. It looks good. Say I'm a capitalist or not. Capitalism is fine. Everyone loves capitalism. It's just buying and selling shit. That's capitalism. But
except socialism.
companies hate capitalism because if you see these companies and being like, oh, um, they don't like competition, so they'd get their lobbyists from the government to regulate their other competition to make sure there is no competition. I don't know if I have
Yeah, it's
talked
a
about have I talked about the whole thing, and I heard on Tap the Craft about the restaurants that were like making the breweries not sell their beer in the breweries, that they had to go through the restaurants because the restaurants were losing money instead of like using competition and having to change strategies to get people in the restaurant. Compete with the breweries. They got the government to make regulations on the brewery to where, uh, to me, that is the difference
yeah,
between corporate capitalism and actual capitalism.
yeah,
It's
it's fucked up. I mean, it's the thing about it is like when they did a ban in like San Francisco, like what happened? Um, the proposal is to do a flavor ban where basically you're just going to get rid of all of the flavors and basically we're going to have tobacco flavors. At what point do people just like, well, I might as well just buy fucking cigarettes? The point of all of this is to get off cigarettes. Like, you know what I mean? For most of the people, is to get off cigarettes, and you're just going to drive people back to the cigarettes, which is what the tobacco companies want.
how
But
many
like
people when you were in high school knew that you knew to smoke?
a few, I knew quite a few because I was the one that could buy it in high school. Um, so I knew quite a few
But at
because I was.
least like if the freaking high schoolers are vaping, at least they ain't stinking like cigarettes. Goddamn.
But I think no, like even if I mean the problem with vaping is like is is not for young people and it's really fucking up their lungs. Um, you know what I mean? Like that's what it is. And like a lot of these people that are getting sick and that are dying, they're all young people.
Well, so are cigarettes. But
Yeah,
they're going
but
to get
that's
it. They're going to
that's
get
the
whatever contraband or whatever thing they're not old enough for. You're not going to stop it. You're just going to have to say, I'm not going to sell you Grand Theft Auto.
you
They're
know what
going
I
to
mean?
get Grand Theft Auto anyway, but you're good.
I don't have a problem with I don't have a problem with regulation. I have a problem with prohibition.
Yeah.
Like that's you're gonna have a whole lot of people that are gonna start trying to make their own stuff, which is probably not going to be the best thing for most of us. Like Matt makes his own juices, and it's perfectly fine for Matt. But like when Matt talks about like the calculations and stuff that he has to do, I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to go through all that.
You're like, Ninja, you are failing math. You don't need to be mixing this shit.
Right, exactly. Is real crazy, and it's just is really stupid. Um, for it's stupid to ignore this one simple fact, right?
Yeah.
People die for a bunch of different reasons. We have like they said like about 1,400 people die daily from some form of cigarette use, whether it's secondhand or other. About 1,400 people daily die. About was it four over almost 500,000 people a year die from tobacco. 500 people got sick. 6 people died from vaping, and now we need to do something about this. Like, that don't seem that don't that seem wrong to you?
It's about money. It's keeping.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. So we can't really harp on this for too long because we got to keep it moving. But like,
Well, I have a
it's
funny
really
story to tell you at my
okay.
expense.
Okay, well, let me tell you this one story that happened to me today.
Okay.
The nurse lady, when I was with my girlfriend, um, asked me, did I smoke, and I said no, I vape. And she said that I don't really know very much about vaping, and then proceeded to give me a lecture on the dangers of vaping. She said the first thing she said was, I don't know anything about vaping, and then just proceeded to give me a lecture about vaping. Like, on what grounds do you even have to lecture me about something you don't know anything about?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just kind of fucked. And and that's basically what's happening. Like for the past few weeks, every time I'm somewhere and I'm vaping, someone goes, well, that's bad for you. Like, bitch, you don't know anything about what I'm doing. You don't know anything at all. And this shit just keeps happening to me over and over again. Every time I'm somewhere and I vape, the same thing keeps happening. So it's just a weird situation. Uh, okay, so that I was talking about this. Now I'm interested. Did you break it?
No. Well, it's been a while. Like we have the kids and all this stuff, and most of the time I'm tired. I'm like, I kind of want to play let's play a video game together, or let's watch a movie, and then it's been a while, and so on Saturday we had sex, and
Okay,
I
okay. This is this is not going in a good direction. Like, first of all, I don't really want to know much about your sex life. I know you got a couple kids, and like that's as far as I really wanted to know. But go on.
okay, and then I had I we were being safe in a way, and I got up after we were done. I was going to go get a towel, and I started feeling a little lightheaded, and I was like, maybe I won't get to go get the towel. So I sit back down on the bed, and then I woke up on the floor.
What did you pass out from?
Yeah, I totally passed out, and she was like, I just remember it almost felt like I had woke up from a dream. Like I was like, I'm just waking up from. I just took me a nap, and then she was like, "Are you okay?" And I remember my leg hurt, and I was like, then I started remembering. I was like, "Why am I on the floor?" She's like, "You passed out. You started convulsing."
What the fuck happened?
And
Like,
then
how long were you out?
just for a few seconds.
Hey, Scar.
Yes.
My pussy's powerful.
Word up. Okay. So I don't know if I could name the episode that. I don't think I could name the episode that.
Powerful kitty.
Yeah, you know what? That is the show title.
But but yeah. So I was like, I guess I hadn't drank any water that day, and then I was like, maybe I was dehydrated. Let me go get some water. But I did get up really fast, because that's happened before. Not often, but remember when I was like in my early 20s, I got up real fast, and I went into the kitchen, and then I woke up inside the pantry. But so that's only happened like 2 times in my life. So you know what? We have got to pause the podcast.
We do.
I will be right back.
Okay. Is it like pause, or like this? I don't know if I'm still here. Like, do I keep talking to the people or not? Okay. So I'm really kind of thinking about this, and like this is a weird situation. Like the fact that this is the only time that this has happened is uh surprising. I'll say at the least it's surprising. Um I don't think it's too unusual for Chase because like he seems to be able to talk about this with ease. I don't know if this is something that I would talk about in like a podcast setting. I made a chick go blind once. She popped off so hard she couldn't see for a little bit. That has happened. Actually, it's happened twice. Um, but like I don't know about like me like popping off and passing out. Like that's new. That's like the newest of new. Um, but yeah. Well, you know what? He said he had a story to tell me, and that it, it would make me not think about what's going on in my life. And you know what? That shit worked. It worked. It worked a whole lot because now I'm trying to figure out the logistics of all of this, like the fact that like you pop off and then you pass out. Like what happens? What happened there? Like, I mean, maybe it had been a while, and like you just let a little bit too much go. Uh like the thoughts about this is like really is really kind of like making my brain move in a weird direction because I'm trying to figure out how all of this like works, how it all connects together, like what's really happening here. Um that's just weird. I mean, I know that the homie Rashani actually broke his, and that's a painful thing that like you probably shouldn't bring up to Rashani at all because it's a very painful memory, like physically and mentally that's a painful memory. um I've never had such a situation. I've had close calls with breakage, um like real close calls, like super close calls. But you know, bend it, don't break it, I guess you would say in my case. Um, so I don't really know how long Chase is gonna be away. I I I don't know why we got that far away and started talking about vaping and stuff because now I'm like so into this conversation. I want to continue, but I know that we like when Chase comes back, we really got to get into the things that we've been doing, and um, that's gonna be like the most important thing here. So I don't know. I know all of this is probably going to be taken out of the show, but like you never know. Like when Chase is editing the show, like he'll probably keep all of this stuff in because I am completely like befuddled by it all. Completely. I don't exactly know what's happening here because he just said that he had to pause. He didn't really say why. I hear something. I don't know exactly what I'm hearing. I heard somebody talking. Well, I heard her talking. I think she's gonna make Chase pass out again. I think that seems to be the plan. Which would be funny if he passed out on the podcast. I mean, I've done stupid stuff on a podcast before. I was muted, but like I've done stupid stuff on a podcast. I just never passed out from it, you know. I am whispering because Chase as said that he had to pause and go away after telling me a story about how he had sex and passed out. Um, and he just said he had to hold on for a second. So I'm just talking to the people right now. I'm guessing this is not going to actually make it into the show, but I don't know why and what Chase. I don't know why Chase left and what he's doing, but he's just say he asked me to hold on for a second. But the stream is still going, so I figured I'd still continue to talk to the people because I'm thinking about the story that he was telling me. That's what I was talking about. I don't need to enunciate because I'm just kind of talking and I'm leaning in close to my microphone, so I don't really need to talk that loud. Are you paranoid about something?
All right. Sorry about that. I just all of a sudden shit.
Oh wow, that's why.
Could not hold it. But
okay.
I
hold on for a second.
Yeah.
Hold on for a second. All right.
What's up,
You
man?
ready? I was still talking to the people. Like that story was just kind of befuddling. So I was talking to the people. I know you're probably going to cut that out of the actual show, but I was still talking to the people about like you like the fact that you passed out after sex is like one thing, but like the fact that you have lost time after sex is, you know what I mean? This has happened to you before is the confusing part about this.
Well, it hasn't happened to me during sex.
No, it hasn't happened during, but like you just said that you've lost time after, like you got up to go do something after sex, and then next thing you know, you're in the pantry and you have no fucking idea how you
Well,
got
that
there.
wasn't after sex either.
I thought you said that was after sex.
That was just. I meant that was. Those are the only 2 times I've ever fainted in my life, like at all. The only time it's ever happened after sex was.
I don't think I've ever fainted before that I know of. Like, oh, let me find some wood. I know this is plywood. I guess it counts. It's still wood. I don't that I know of. I don't think I've ever. I don't think I've ever fainted.
But it's really just like getting up too fast and the blood rushing.
I've gotten dizzy from getting up too fast before, but I've never actually fainted.
Right. And so yeah, I thought I just got up too fast. I think it was getting up too fast, being hot and dehydrated, and the fact that you're in that situation, most of your blood goes dick.
Why is it so hard for you to say when your dick is hard, your blood goes there? Like why is it so hard for you to say that?
Maybe because I'm in a public forum and I'm talking about my dick.
I mean, it is what it is. Like there's a conversation or two that I could have in a public forum about me, but like I wouldn't do that. Like I wouldn't open myself up to something like that.
Yeah.
I like, it's just a situation to where it's like yeah, I don't think I would ever do that here. Like in the past I probably would have, but like I have gotten in trouble for oversharing a few times. I've gotten in trouble for oversharing, and like people have come to me after the fact and was just like, why did you say that? So like yeah, so like I try to keep some of that stuff a little close to the vest. But yeah, I've been in trouble.
I mostly do, but I talked to her before, and I was going.
In your case, it's different because like her pussy knocked you the fuck out, so like she's kind of proud of this moment. You know what I mean? Like it's a completely different situation because her pussy knocked you the fuck out. Like well, I mean, technically it could go two ways. It could go two ways. If it was really good and put your ass to sleep, or it was really bad and put your ass to sleep. Like what, one way or the other. I mean, obviously it's not bad. You got 2 kids. So like it's not bad. But like, as an outsider, it can go both ways.
Well, I don't think fainting and going to sleep, same thing. Fainting is
No,
like
no.
losing consciousness.
Yeah, it's worse. It's like losing sleep, but worse. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you say, "Oh, well, I fainted. I didn't just go to sleep." Yeah, you did something worse. Her pussy put you the fuck out. Like, you know what I mean? However it put you out, whether you went to sleep or you fainted, her pussy put you the fuck out, and that is something that is. I don't know what it sounds to me like from her perspective. That's an achievement.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure her phone lit up with the bleep bloop. Like she got a bleep bloop. She got a bleep bloop from you. Like, dog.
100 gamer score.
Yeah. Nah, she got a full K off of that joint. Like, that's a 1,000.
She got all the Paragon points.
Yeah, she got the Avatar the last Avatar the last Airbender game where you can get the full 1,000 in like a few minutes.
Yeah.
In like 2 minutes, or like what would she say that that song was like 30 seconds?
We lasted pretty good this time.
Okay, I see you though. All right, so like we need to get into what we've been into so we can go ahead and wrap this thing up. What would you like to talk first? Do you want to talk what we seen or what we played?
I'll go into a little bit of scene because my scene isn't really talking about anything specific, but I do want to shout out buddy Matt. Definitely hooked up.
Okay.
I don't know if he really how he hooked me up. Not anything illegal or anything.
Now you mean this the whatchamacallit stuff? The
Plex thing?
Yeah, the Plex server, but that's like a for his show, like it's a thing for his Patreon.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's anything that he's trying to hide.
Right, cool. But yeah, man, because that's what's up. The kids, I mean, there's some stuff on there I want to watch because I'm actually going to be able to get through Marvel shit that I haven't got through. All the Marvel. And
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that part. There's a couple that I haven't seen, and I'll check it out. I just haven't had a chance to sit down with it. Like he gave me the information like a long time ago, and I just wasn't able to actually like sit down and actually set this thing up.
But all the kids stuff, my kids.
Yeah, be vague as possible right now. So there's things there that you want to see, and the kids stuff has been really cool for the kiddos.
47.
Word up. So you said that's all you got? Okay. I have I started watching the new Wu-Tang show.
I saw an advertisement for that, and
It's a Hulu show.
Yeah.
And just like Handmaid, it's weird because what they do is they release the first 3 episodes on that day, and then all of the other episodes are like once a week. So it's Woo Wednesdays right now. Which like I really enjoyed the show so far because I know it's like a dramatic retelling of the origins of the Wu-Tang. And I know like all of this stuff can't be believed. Some of it has been condensed to make it fit in a TV show format. Like RZA and his siblings. In the TV show, RZA has like 3 siblings, but in reality he's like, I don't know whether he's 1 or 11 or he is number 12. So like they combined like the sister that he has in the show, she's a combination of multiple sisters. You know what I mean?
That's
like
strange.
her character is a combination of multiple people in order to encompass what they need to do for a show, because like you can't have a TV show first of all with as many characters as you need to have, because like if you're doing a Wu-Tang show, even though RZA is the main character, like you still got 8 other dudes that are main characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's no lead singer to.
Right, there's not.
I mean, you can say that RZA's like the leader, but he's not like a front man.
Exactly. He would be the leader from the perspective of like him creating most of the music and all of that kind of stuff. So like you could say that aspect of it, but like so RZA's the main character, but you got so many other dudes. So like you can't have like RZA having 11 brothers and sisters. Like, you know what I mean? Like you still got to encompass all of these other dudes. And we haven't met everybody yet. We haven't. Yes. And the guy who's well, actually, they do. None of them have their Wu-Tang names yet. Like, absolutely none of them have their Wu-Tang names yet. So, like, Method Man is like Shotgun, and like Raekwon is like Shah, and you know what I mean, and Ghostface is Dennis. You know what I mean? Like they're a lot of them are going by like their actual names instead of like the Wu-Tang names that they go by once they actually are famous. But it's real interesting so far. Like the most interesting thing that most people didn't know, like if you're a fan of Wu-Tang, like you know that like Ghostface and Raekwon are like best friends, like super best friends, and like you didn't know that they started off trying to kill each other. Like the show starts off with like Raekwon and someone else shooting up his place, trying to kill him. Like that's how the show starts. So like so that's really cool. I'm almost finished with the most recent season of Agents of Shield. That is I really like Shield, but for some reason I never am able to catch it while it's on TV. And I know next season is supposed to be the last. Um, but is they put the season on Netflix, and it's a shorter season. It's only like 13 episodes, as opposed to like the 20 something episodes that it normally is. And it's been really good so far. I still dig Shield. Shield takes some time to like when you first start watching Shield, like you got to make it through halfway through the first season in order for you to get something out of it. Is one of those shows. It's kind of like Buffy in that aspect where you got to get through season one. You can't judge it. You can't judge the rest of it by season one.
I've been telling you about the same thing about The Office.
I've got past the first season of The Office. I just didn't dig it. I just didn't dig it. It just wasn't for me. Like The Office just was not for me. And I understand why people like it. It's like I said, the same thing with Mad Men. Like I made it through like 2.5 seasons of Mad Men, and I was just kind of like, this is compelling, but it's boring. It's the most compelling bore I've ever experienced. Um, and then I I think I've watched something else. Oh, well, Power's back on, and Power's really good. Like it's still really stinking good. I have not watched the most recent episode, but yeah, Power is stinking good. Um, and this is supposed to be the last season of Power, so like I'm expecting some real shit to happen. Actually, like the last episode I watched, 50 Cent actually directed that episode, which was kind of cool. I dig that. But yeah, but Power's really dope. I'm liking the direction that the Wu Tang is going into. Um, but the real question with Wu Tang is when they become Wu Tang, does the show end there? You know what I mean? Like how long do you keep this going? Is the real question to
I
ask.
mean, it would probably be interesting the rise popularity through 36 and maybe going into an ODB, focusing on for a while and seeing solo stuff in his fall and kind of like because Wu Tang kind of fell in popularity for a while to where
I think a lot of it was ODB's death really really stagnated the group. Um and I think you could go into that. Um, but the real question,
I mean, Method
the,
Man did pretty well on his own, as well as RZA, but
the real question is like, how do you keep it Wu-Tang when it all broke at that point? And like you can only focus on a couple of them at that point. Because like it's not like most of them have done a whole lot since then. Like when they come back together to record a Wu-Tang album, like it's you know, it's like like what? Like after forever, Wu-Tang albums not really hitting on a whole lot. You know what I mean? So, but like some of their solo projects, like the ones that actually have like exemplary solo projects, are basically Ray and Ghost. Method Man has some all right stuff, but like can you go to with him and Redman and go to Blackout and like let that be it for his story, and then like I don't know. I mean, there's places that they can go, and I'm wondering I'm wondering how long they can keep this going. That's the only thing. I'm enjoying what I'm watching so far, but I'm wondering how long they can keep that going.
I like that Method Man album that came out came out around the same time as like uh Chronic did, or was that Redman?
I don't know, because like at this point, Redman is official, so like it's all just kind of crazy. But I think that's all I got for watching. What have you been playing?
Um, well, I did watch one more thing, which was I forgot about this, but it was a YouTube thing, and it really wasn't. It kind of inspired me. Not really. It was about these black metal artists that are like one man bands basically, and they kind of did the whole one man band thing because they hate people and they are extremely social anxiety, like all that, and but that didn't shut up.
Okay.
that the whole social thing isn't what inspires me. Is the fact that all the depression and all that they went through is the fact that so you can be a an artist, never play a live show, release music, and it be accepted. Like I always thought that I maybe always felt that if I'm going to make a band, it should be played live. I should do shows. I should do all this stuff. I should collaborate with people. But this kind of showed me maybe I don't have to, and I could just release stuff and never play live, which is crazy. One of them was Leviathan, and I saw Leviathan as just as big of a name as like some of the like Emperor or Dark Throne, that kind of stuff. And
I have no idea who you're talking about, right?
but maybe some of the listeners. But I
Probably only Scott, because Scott reclaimed his whiteness.
yeah, but until that little documentary, I didn't know that Leviathan never played a live show, and I thought that was crazy. That how freaking, I mean, he got into some trouble, and I was a little bit like Leviathan, but but still, that fact was kind of crazy that he never played a live show.
I think it's kind of a situation to where it's like if you're a musician now, what's stopping people from like doing like live streams of like performances and stuff like that where you don't have to go anywhere? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I
you don't
thought
have
about doing that for like extra, like if I had a new band, like for an extra life thing, maybe we play video games and then at 7 o'clock we just have all the mics and everything hooked up to a sound mixer to where it's mixed really well into the Twitch stream, and we play a live show and it sound good and look good. You know what I mean? I thought that'd be really cool. But but yeah. So I was thinking about maybe writing some stuff and just and maybe going the black metal route because I think it will be easy to kind of write fast again. The When me and Adrian are doing the doom metal stuff, it's cool that it's a challenge for me, but it is a challenge to like write these bluesy, slow, drony type riffs when everything I've ever done was fast. Like I could take some like streetwise hardcore riffs and me and Adrian hash out a fucking banger album afternoon. But I don't really want to do fucking hardcore anymore. I
You,
even do
you
it's
want
easy for
to
me.
you want to take your time and craft something.
Yeah.
Craft something that you could be proud of, because that for it, from what it sounds like from what you just said, it sounds like that part of it is too easy,
Yeah.
and you want to challenge yourself. I get that.
So yeah. So I'm thinking about doing a new project and it just and I share it around and maybe even have a moniker to where it's not really so. But yeah, but those dudes
You're
in the
gonna do,
documentary they were fucked up.
you're
They,
gonna do the
they,
Chris Gaines thing.
maybe the but yeah, those dudes were like the dude from Zasper, or I think is how you say it. I have heard his music before. I didn't know it was just one dude, but I had heard them before or him. And that dude is the most like he was just so like socially awkward, didn't know what to say to the interviewer, and was like distracted by the kitty cat and like some of the things he didn't even want to talk about and like but he, so
I'll say this because we really have to move, but the same kind of thing happened a long time ago when Rock Band became popular. They interviewed the guy from Weezer because like "Say It Ain't So" was like one of the first songs
yeah,
that you do. Is one of the songs that everybody knows, and he was just completely uninterested in anything other than just the music. Like
right.
it's just me creating music. Like I don't really give a fuck about the game and all of this kind of stuff. None of this shit makes any difference to me. I'm all about just the music. And it seemed like, on one hand, it seems like he just didn't feel like talking that day. But on the other hand, it seems like he is just so laser focused on this one thing that it's just like the rest of the world just doesn't really matter to him at all.
Well, the rest of the world definitely doesn't matter to the dude from Weezer because everybody's been saying make more music like Blue and Pinkerton. Everything else has been terrible, and he's like, no, I just want to make this terrible music because I want to.
Yeah, like he's all about the music. It is like this is the wave I'm on right now. I'm all about the music. I don't give a fuck about what anything else is going on or what you have to say about it. I'm just gonna make the music like I make the music. So, all right. So, what have you played? I'll let you go first so I can get through mine quickly and we can wrap this up.
Well, I believe that I'm almost done with The Witcher 3. I got to a part to where like I thought was most definitely the end because there was quests that were going to fail if I didn't complete them before I went to this part. So I was like, okay, this must be the end. This is like the point of no return, and actually give this big thing be at this level for this is a changing point in the game. Nope, that was like 5 hours ago. I'm still doing shit.
It's kind of like that part, like those parts in Fable. Like you get to the part and be like, "Yo, you sure you want to do this right now?" And then like everything changes, but the game does not end at that point.
Yeah. I fought this big dude, and I thought that was the end. Now I'm fighting the even bigger dude. So I'm pretty much, but I'm getting ready for that. So I got to get people together. So then I got all these side quests that I was, which is funny because I did all this stuff because I thought it was the end. Got like 7 levels over the main bad guy. And I was just wrecking them because I was like almost level 30, and they were like level 22.
Okay.
So yeah, and so I'm now like over the level for the deals. Pretty sure this is if levels are indication of what the deal. Pretty sure this is actually fucking really good. But I also have been playing some Gears 5. I have not been playing any of the story mode because I do want to um I want to finish the other games because we kind of stopped the whole Gears 2 thing.
Mm-hmm.
But but yeah, I played some of that mode Escape, which is really fun. At first I was like, man, this kind of looks like Left 4 Dead. I might like this mode. And then after playing it for the third time, one of my dudes died. Like my friends. And then in the next part, we had to rescue him from like a pod thing. I was like, holy shit. Like all this other stuff was kind of like Left 4 Dead. I was like, this is Left 4 Gears right here.
Very much.
So yeah, it's fun. But the weird thing is the difficulty levels. We did it on beginner first, and then we were doing it each difficulty level to see how far we can push it. And intermediate was the next one up, and that seems like a pretty good type spot to where it's like not undoable.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a little challenge there to make it fun. But then the next one was couldn't finish it. But then there's like 6 more difficulty levels. There's 8 difficulty.
Wow.
8. Like, why? There should be like easy, medium, and hard, or maybe an extra hard if you want that. But like 8, like what can be the difference in 8 different difficulty levels? Unless you're fucking Diablo, which that's mostly to do with levels rather than difficulty. But Gears isn't a RPG, so I don't know. But me and my brother played some Horde, and that was fun. And I never got this far in Horde, but we did play on beginner. But it still was pretty difficult. But like towards the end at least. And the weird thing is, we were playing, and I'm not sure when we started because we were playing some Gears 1 before this, and then his friend got on and he was like, hey, let's play some Gears 5. And we were like, cool. And then we started playing, and then after a while we were like wave 30 or something. We were like, he was like, well, it goes to wave 50. So we got to wave 50 and ended it, and then we're like, cool. I actually completed Horde. That's the first time I've ever done that. Like, I remember on Gears 3, like, even on the easiest difficulty, we barely get past wave 10. But I don't know if we were better or if it's just easier on Gears 5. But yeah, we got there, and then I looked at the time. It was almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, holy shit. I did not mean to stay up that late.
Right. That's happened to me with one of the games that I've played.
But yeah, it's super fun. I do think like there's less weight to of movement and less weight to the guns. It's just a more lighter feeling game than the older Gears. But I haven't played the story, so I don't really know how good that is. But Horde and Escape are pretty fun for game nights and stuff. So it's on Game Pass Ultimate, so you get all the extra shit.
Yeah. I haven't played yet, but I plan to.
I've been exclusively using Cat for Escape and repair all the guns and little barricades and stuff easier than other characters, and he automatically gets the repair gun without having to buy it. And she has an ability where she makes a body double, and the enemies will attract to that, which can really make it really good for those like small dudes. Take them out. But yeah, so that is Cat from Halo Reach. You can play as the email and Cat and Sarah Connor.
Yeah, they said you can do Cat and who else? Is somebody else from Halo?
I think it's Emil. I think that's his name. He's a dude with the dome and it has a skull on it.
Yeah. Do you know? You watched The Wire, right? Oh, then never mind. One of the guys from The Wire does his voice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I'm just gonna go through mine real fast because I'm about to be real fucked up right now. Because while you were talking, I looked at Facebook and I just realized another friend from high school just died. So I'm about to have some real issues. So let me go through mine really fast.
Okay.
Um, I did buy Borderlands. I am only like level 9 or 10. I didn't really get that far. I played a lot the first day, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to play after that. Well, actually, I didn't play the first day because we couldn't. Well, I think it was Gears, and we couldn't log on and stuff like that, and it was a pain. And then I had to wait for Borderlands, so I got to play a little bit, but I haven't been back. Um, I enjoy so far. Like I'm the Beastmaster. The Beastmaster, you have three critters that you can choose from, and I'm usually the guy who likes the turret. It's basically like having a turret with you all the time because like the your creature can get downed and like you can pick it back up, or if it dies, it goes away for like a minute and then comes right back. So it's basically like having a turret with you all the time, which is kind of dope.
Yeah,
Um,
I was watching Captain Mike play it for, and it seemed like he was using a lady that got in the mech.
yeah,
That seems
yeah, that's the kind of the one that I want to do next. I kind of I was interested in the operative dude, but I'm definitely not interested in the siren. I've never been interested in sirens in any of these games, but as playing the siren. Um, but um but yeah, but it's been really cool so far. A lot of the jokes seem a little bit old,
yeah.
like, you know what I mean, like this would have been really funny last year or something like that. But other than that, it's really cool. And then I've been playing. I got a new early access game on PC, and it's Rec Center Tycoon, where you start off with like a little gym and then you add on stuff to it. It's early access, so they're going to be adding more to the game and more things to do. I'm having a hard time right now because like um, I don't know where the sweet spots for the money is, so I'm not really making a whole lot. So like I'll get to the point to whereas I'm just losing a ton of money, even though it still keeps running. So like I have two rec centers, one I played on normal, but I'm like $11,000 in the hole, which is a lot of money for that game. And then I started another one. I put it on easy, and I'm pretty much breaking even, but it's still like really hard to get enough money to do upgrades and to add more stuff to the rec center. But all in all, I'm enjoying it a lot. It has a very like a prison architect academia vibe to it. Like prison architect was kind of like the grandfather of this type of game. Academia is basically prison architect with a school. Um, so yeah, it's just kind of like a takeoff of those. But I'm really enjoying it so far, and I hope that what the things that they add will add just a ton more to the game, because as of right now, it's not as bare bones as you would think. It just became live on the 6th, I think. Um, I think it just became live on the 6th for early access. So it's still like very very early, but I'm hoping there's more good things that come from it once they actually get the rest of their plan out and in the world.
Sounds good, man.
And hopefully at some point I'll be able to sit down and play Gears. Hopefully I'll have more time to play games, bless you, and all of that stuff when the when some of these life things are over, and with work being boring, like I think I'm gonna get something for my Switch so that I have something to do, and I'll have some time to play like while I'm at work and stuff like that, as opposed to just watching Wu-Tang and stuff like that again. And I will say this: they have been YouTube has been releasing, has been doing promotions for Cobra Kai, where at one point they had for a limited time they had season 1 for free. I know like the first episode is like for free no matter what, no matter who you are, you can watch the first episode. But like they had season 1 for free, and then I think they are going through and making certain episodes of season 2 free. It's just kind of rotating in and out. I don't know exactly how they're doing it because I don't see it because I have premium, so I don't see it the same way that everybody else does. But if you get a chance to watch Cobra Kai, you should do that.
Sounds good, man.
Yep. All right. So I think that's all I got. You got any shout outs?
Um, Shout out all the guests from August, that because that was awesome.
Absolutely.
And we should we should definitely try to get some guests on because that's always fun.
Yeah. And yeah. Yep. I think that we should do that, and we should do that more. Like I said, there's a couple of names that I've been trying to get on for a while, but um, just running into August, and the signups happen, and then yeah. So
Good, man.
not really, but I will be. It's fine. Um, all right. So again, thank you for everybody who listening. We appreciate you checking out the show, and I know we took a little bit of time off, and hopefully we'll get back on to a regular schedule shortly. Um, this has been a very difficult time for your boy, and it just got slightly more difficult in the process of doing this. And but I still want to try to keep this. I still want to keep this going. So we'll be back in your ear holes next week. Can't tell you exactly which day, but we'll be back in your ear holes next week. And we appreciate y'all so much for sticking with us, even though lately we've been a little bit inconsistent. So shout out to the people. Peace out to the warriors. For the homie Chase, this is Scarfinger. This is Scarcasm, and we're out of here.
Later.